Okay, this is a problematic position. This is actually a really problematic position. Round number 1 should be starting in a second. Hopefully everything's good. If it's not, so be it. Okay, 1 second. Here we go. Okay, round 1 we play Zura Bailey. Now this is a good player. I'm gonna go c4 to hit the pawn right away. See what he does here, attacking. Knight g6 logical. Now I can't go d4 because of c5. c5 knight g3 is not crazy. g3 f4 is interesting. f4 is also in. Don't know if it's a good move, but I'm gonna try it because if it takes, I have queen h7 to win the game immediately, and I want to go g3 knight f2 bishop g2 to create the chain of pawns here. That's my goal. See what he does here. Goes d5, very logical. Take. I think I should take. I'm just gonna play like e3 next move, e3 or g3 depending what he does. There's also f5 maybe. It takes. Do I play g3 or e3 or d3 also? I think I'm gonna go g3 here. Bishop f5, I have e4. Like I've got a lot of big play here in the center immediately. There's also bishop g2 to hit the rook and then castle. Like this and castles looks good. There's also e4. e4 d4 looks kind of really aggressive and maybe really actually good. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, the rook d4. I think I have rook d4. I have bishop g2 and knight c2 maybe. Or actually rook d4 maybe just knight f2 knight c2 also makes sense. Let's go here, build a big white center. Okay, I'm gonna play Le Bon Cloud. I'm gonna manually castle my king. Now remember, my opponent has moved his rook, so there's no queenside castle, so he's gonna have to try to castle kingside. And I think I'm just a little bit better here. e6 very reasonable. How do I develop the knights? I think bishop e3 makes sense. Guard the pawns. Logical. I think he's trying to go knight c4, so I'll go here, take away the square. There might be an f5 move actually. He doesn't do it. F5 is possibly a move here. Rook f1. I'm gonna go rook f1 here. I don't love my position, but I think it's okay. Now I'm gonna go f5. We'll get takes. I'm gonna take. G4 was maybe possible. I feel like I'm a little bit loose here in the center, but maybe I've got knight f2 and knight b3 and just very quickly these knights guard the pawn. We'll see if it actually is reasonable or not. I feel like I'm probably not actually better here, but I think against a player like the one I'm playing, it probably will work. That's probably a good move, but I can go knight f2. I can drop back. There's no f5 because I guard the square with the queen and the pawn. I can play knight b3 knight c5. Okay, now e5 is very committal. I don't really like it. On the other hand, my opponent's threatening to go f5, h4 f5 e5 knight e8 h5 knight h8. Could be good, could also not be good. Don't really want to play e5, but I might have to. So h4 f5 e5 f4 ed6 fe3 knight d7 97. Messy. I think I'm gonna go for it though. I'm gonna play h4 h5. Because f5 e5 knight goes back h5. I mean, okay, he plays rook e8, which should be a bad move. I feel like that's missing the concept of what he should be playing for in this position. So let's see, how do I guess I'll go. I'm gonna go king f1 here. Just want to manually castle my king. I also want to dodge any threats on this open e file here. I can play rook e1, can go knight b3, and now I go knight b3 and with knight c5. Oh, there is queen c4, which I missed. Doesn't do it. No, I've actually misplayed this kind of. H5's not a bad move here. Maybe. Okay, let's go h5, tickle the knight. Knight e7, very reasonable move. Bishop h6 is a move. King g2 is all. I think I'm just gonna castle my king here manually. I'm just gonna move the king to g2. Knight c8, knight d2, guard the pawn. I am hanging a2, but I'm not really worried about it. There's like bishop g5. There's also e5. There's also, okay, let's go h6. If takes, I have knight g4. Ooh, what's this? Wait, what is this? Knight e6, knight f6. Somehow this should not be. I also have knight b3, rook a. Actually, no, but knight b3, queen a4. Okay, let's go e5. Knight f5. I mean, I can obviously sack if I want to, but I'm gonna go knight. That looks very wrong too. Go here. I mean, look at these knights. They're everything is jumping so quickly here to the king side. Okay, rook f8. I mean, I should be winning somehow, it feels like. Knight f6 is definitely a move. Knight f6 takes d5 maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for which I'll go with this knight. Go like here, line it up. I mean, I feel like I should be winning somehow. I go bishop g5, knight h7, big threat here with rook f7. Wait, so takes king h8, bishop f6 takes. Should be winning. I take, and now the knight's guard, and yeah, it should be pretty clean. Should be winning. I take. You can't really guard on. Okay, king g8. I have a legendary triple stack here. I also have east. Oh wait, wait. Why am I low on time? I should not be low on time. Let's take. Okay, that's just winning. Can't stop h7 and rook g7. Both moves win. King h3, make the queen, GG. All right, good win in the first game. I don't think my play was particularly good if we look at the game itself. I think my game was pretty mediocre there, but it's round number 1, luckily. So c4 was fine. c4 was completely fine. Knight g6, f4. Okay, is f4 good? Wait, I didn't mean to do that. f4 was not. H4 is better. Okay, e4 right away is good. Okay, whatever. E4. Knight f2 is actually knight f2 is actually just better. But knight f2 e6, knight f2 e6 b4. I mean, okay, this is a bit much. Okay, so back to the game. I play this. Rook d3. Bishop b2 is bad. Okay, still better, but not cleanly better. And now I'm actually much worse. Okay, yikes. Big yikes. But whatever, we got the win. 1 up, 1 down. Round number 2 coming up in a second. The getting low on time is anticlimactic. Exactly, yeah. Winning from the start, but had a lot of misses. Yeah. Okay, Daniel Naroditsky is playing against Georgios, and Dania is going to win. He'll be on 1 out of 1. Round number 2 should be starting in a second. Am I excited for the NHL to start? Much more excited by the NBA. I do love hockey, but I would say, you know, when we're talking about hockey, the problem is only the playoffs matter. So because only the playoffs matter, it's just kind of hard to really get super into it, is what I would say. Anyway, is Magnus playing? No, Magnus is not playing. He's not playing today. And probably that's a good sign, actually, because it probably means there's going to be some good news if I had to guess. I don't have any insider info or anything, but I suspect that means there's going to be good news. So anyway, all right, off goes the monitor. Round number 2, let's get going. Okay, we get f4. Okay, now this guy's actually a pretty good player. I don't like this symmetrical position, so I'm going to play b5. I really don't like it when you have to be symmetrical. I'm going to try to not be symmetrical. And it's a little bit dangerous the way I'm playing this. I suspect this is not correct. Okay, I'm going to go a6 here to guard the pawn. He's probably going to play b3 to open up the scope, like b3 and c4 or something. Okay, goes c4. I'm actually kind of happy to see that, because now actually, am I happy or am I just an idiot? No, I'm actually probably not happy, because if I take queen c4, there's ugh. Okay, let's see. No, actually, I thought I would be happy to see this, but I'm not happy to see this as I look at the position. Oh, I can't get, he's starting to take the this is a bit of a doozy. Okay, I'm gonna do something I really don't like to do. I'm gonna put a knight in front of a central pawn. I really don't like doing this in general. I think I have to take. Now I have to play something funky. Like I'm gonna go f6 and try to put the knight on h6 and f7, because I need to castle this king. I mean, we both do. I mean, white also needs to get out of the way too. Okay. I don't think I'm afraid of bishop a5, so I'm just going to continue developing. Probably I'll go queen f7 and then try to castle. That's my guess, but let's see what happens. Because he has to finish his development. He's go. I mean, castling doesn't feel realistic there. Okay, let's just go like here. Why not? Hit the pawn. Bishop a5. I'll play bishop c7. Okay, so he's trying to castle kingside as well. Let's go here. I'm playing this, I want to go knight e4, but I don't want to allow this check on a5 to hit the king. Now I go here. Yeah, now I think I'm already kind of happy with my position. Maybe happy is the wrong word, but I don't think I should be worse, because I can just castle. I also have the two bishops here. Let's go back, I guess. Why not? I've got two bishops. Can play d5 if I want to, but I think I'm just going to castle. No e4, because then f4 hangs. I'm going to go d5 almost for sure next move. Maybe I should have played d5 right away. Maybe, but it's too late now. Just want to get the king out of the center first before launching. I think my position's pretty good objectively, but I could be wrong. Away. Flip siding away. Okay, now if I go d5, knight b3, dc4, dc4, that should be good for me. Trying to open up some space for the bishops to gain access, basically. Like specifically the bishop on d5 has a lot of space. It takes. I'm surprised by that move, actually. Okay, now there's also c4. Yeah, this looks very dangerous for white, because now if e4 I take bishop c4, if d4 I have bishop e4 d3 to win materials. And now the scopes are going to become very, very active here. I think rook c2 is maybe not maybe, I think it was just a bad move, because knight on a1 now is horrible. It's got no scope, or no squares, I should say. Thought it would do that, but somehow I also have a5 here. I also have bishop b6. Actually, what about bishop b6? Because takes, I just take. And now look at these bishops. They're so active here on both diagonals. And the knight can jump as well to join the party. I think I'm much better now. Okay, so wait. So knight g4, bishop d2, takes, rook d8 looks fine. Takes, rook d8 also looks fine. No, but takes, rook d8, queen e2, knight g4, bishop. There's going to be a bishop c5 there. F5 or g4. I think I'll go to g4 here. Hit the pawn. Way goes d4. Actually, wait, white I should not have allowed that to. I thought that wasn't possible. Yeah. Okay, let's think about this. I have queen e6 maybe. I should not have allowed d4 at all. It was so stupid. I'm probably still better, but that was a big mistake, I think. Bishop d2. The knight is still bad on a1, so how do I do this? Queen e4 is a move. Rook c6. Don't love it, but I think it's decent. I have to be careful that I don't let this knight get in, basically. Okay, logical. I just want to stack the rooks and play bishop e4. That's my whole plan here. Maybe if I get knight f5, knight e4, I'm still much better, but let's go. Actually, no, now there's knight f5 to hit the pawn. I think bishop b4 is just a bad move. Okay, now bishop e4 looks strong. I think knight g3, knight e4, c3. I don't know if it's best, but it looks quite reasonable. A5 was also maybe was also interesting. A5 still interesting, but now I think I'm just gonna go here. My idea is just to go C3 next move. I want to go C3 and dominate this pony, dominate this bishop, push the P with the double stack behind it. It's a very miserable position for white. Okay, now I'll go knight E4. Okay, let's A5 or C3 is the question. I think I'm gonna go A5 here. Now I'm gonna be really nasty. I'm gonna go A4 and put this knight in permanent jail. Okay. Now it's just a matter of how to finish the game. I think I'm gonna go here. Idea bishop E4. Let's go bishop E4. Okay, now there's even C2 incoming as well. Yeah, this is really ugly. Let's just take, I guess. Yeah, this knight, this rook, all of white's pieces are just so sad here. I'm up a lot of time too, so I should kind of just chill a little bit. No need to rush anything here. Let's go here, knight E3. There's bishop D4, and just the house collapses. I think I can even go rook C3 here. Oh wait, I gotta be no, it works to have queen D2 at the end. Yeah, it works to have queen D2. I think that was a pretty clean game. Wasn't a perfect game by any stretch, but I think it was a pretty clean game for me. I think his big mistake was letting me get D5. Oh, it's actually already better here. Really? Wow. But my opening was bad. My opening was really bad. Okay. Knight E5, and apparently white's winning. Knight E5. Just goes to show. Besides USA, Russia, which country do you think is the strongest players relative to its population? I mean, depends what your metric is when you say that. No, I played well. D5 was good. But see, even here, queen D5. Bishop D5 was not best. But C4 was explosive. Yeah. Still not clear if he goes E4. So, anyway, we get the win. 2 out of 2. Let's take a look at the other games. Yeah, I mean, I would actually disagree. When you say US and Russia, Russia is like the United States, has a massive population. So I don't think that's a good metric to use. I would say that, you know, if you look at the strength per capita, like the amount of gems per capita or things like that, it's a better metric objectively. Because in like the US or Russia's got what? How many hundreds of millions? I haven't looked. But let me see. Russia. I mean, of course, the population's probably different now. But let's see. 2022. Population was 144 million. US is probably like 290 to 300. So yeah, it's you know, the US and Russia have massive populations, relatively speaking. That does make a huge difference when you think about it. So I don't think that's the best metric is what I would say. I think the better metric is to look at per capita, or I'm trying to think. I don't know, because it's like India is incredibly strong, but India has like 10 billion people. And yes, I'm joking when I say 10, because I know it's not 10 billion. It's probably like a little over 1, I'm guessing. 1 billion, like maybe 1.3, I think. Actually, what is India's population? What is the India population? 22, let's say 2025. India population 1.46, so I'm not far off. All right, here we go. Okay, round number 3, we're playing Howitzer. This should be Sir David Howell. Okay, this is a problematic position. This is actually a really problematic position. I'm gonna go D4. I don't know. I don't like this position at all, just to be clear. I'm gonna go knight G3. My idea is to play for maybe knight H5. I could have. Problem is, if I go C4, black gets pieces on the board very, very fast. That's why I didn't play C4, and that's also why I didn't move instantly, because I'm not so sure about this position. Yeah, okay, G6, but now I can go E4. I think I'm gonna go F3 with the idea of E4 or bishop E3, bishop H6. It's a very strange position. Yeah, but this kind of what I was hoping for, actually, because I'm gonna go for bishop h6. He might be able to sack here, like c5, bishop h6, cd4 takes an e5 or something. But if he can, so be it, is my attitude. Knight f7. I'm gonna go bishop f4 here. It's a little bit cheeky from me. I don't know if I probably should have played c3 too, or knight b3. Knight b3, because I think c5 is probably acceptable here. Yeah, it almost certainly is. Okay, he doesn't do it, which I'm kind of thankful for. Because I think he should have played c5. Now he gives me time to play like c3 or castles. I'm gonna go c3 because c5 I just take. Now I'm threatening maybe to play e4. He can obviously go c6, I guess, but okay, so this is gonna get very, very unclear. So if I play e4, takes. I mean, it's so risky to do it, but on the other hand, risky is maybe the wrong word to use. So e4 takes e5 takes for e4, and if I trade on b8 and play e4, I don't know. This is tricky. I'm gonna go for this. I don't know if this is right. I mean, he can obviously castle queenside. I'm almost certainly castling kingside here. f4 knight e2. There's no knight c4 because f4 hangs. This will be interesting to look at after the game, because either I was much better, I missed something, or I've just played the opening very badly. I don't think there's any in between. He goes f4. I'm surprised by that. Okay. Now the thing about this is that I can, first of all, I can take, but secondly, I can also just play like b3 here to cut off knight c4. I'm almost certainly going to castle kingside. I played b3 because I can't let the knight jump to e3 to fork. Now he can't easily castle kingside because he's got this bishop in the way, so he can't get the king to the king side. So he's probably gonna have to go queenside if I had to guess. It's a very weird position. My bishop here doesn't actually impede either castles. Like, I can castle both ways, but this bishop does stop the kingside castle. So it's a very tricky position to play for both sides here. Very tricky. Okay, takes. Now I think I'm actually happy to see that move, because I will take with the pawn, or the pawn is interesting too, but I think I should take with the bishop. Knight d5 is definitely a move here. Okay, castles, I expected that. Now the question is, do I want to consider castling queenside? And my gut says, nah, let's just go kingside. But I think I'm not convinced my position's great here. Let's go here. It's gonna take murky position. I think I'm okay here, but I would not go as far as to say that I'm better. Maybe I should drop the bishop back, because yeah, maybe bishop b3, knight f5, knight c2. Okay, but now, okay, let's think about this. Knight b4, knight e1, both playable. I think I'm gonna go here. Idea to put the knight on either square. Knight b4 is also possible, but knight b4 is a little worried about some g4s. Also, David very low on time here. 30 seconds. Very dynamic position this game, though. Very dynamic. Plays h6, which to me looks kind of wrong somehow, but I don't know why. It feels iffy. Okay, so let's go here. Gonna have to, I guess he can go knight d7, which of course I forgot was a move. Forgot that was a move. Okay, but now I'll go here. I'm gonna start to turn up the heat on the clock too. I missed bishop h7. That's a good move. Yeah, I completely missed. Okay, let's go for knight c4, I guess. Yeah, bad move. Okay, but now I'm gonna make it very messy. Now I've got e5. Wait, so if I take, that's a move, but I also have this. There's also knight e6 here. It's getting very messy, and David's getting very low on time. Now it's very low on time, so I take. Thanks. Okay, let's think. I should have some way to be, maybe just, no, that's wrong. kind of misplaying this too. Let's just go here. He blunders. If he played knight e3, I don't know if I was better there. Like, I don't know. I think I was like, my instinct is that I was better at the start and then I was not better. It's just knight g3 on move 1 was actually the best move. Wow. So what's the difference if I go knight g3 g6 c4? Okay, so I don't understand anything about the position. So d4 is just a bad move. Like if I go c4 c5 knight g3, this is actually just good for white. Okay, so I was much better here. My instincts were right, but I was wrong. I should just castle or something. Still better if I castle and play e4. Interesting. And now I'm actually just worse. Oh, wow. And now I start getting cheesy and I start going off the rails. Oh, de5's winning here? Oh, knight d4, not e5. Okay. It's still better, but it's not cleanly winning here. And now I'm actually worse again. Oh, he should take right here, because now if I check, there's queen b6 checking. But it's hard to play knight c3 with your rook hanging too. You're going to move the rook. Yeah, okay. I was actually worse here. But it's a win. 3 out of 3. Let's keep rolling. Can I show the standings? The standings are right here, you guys. Here are the standings. Okay, seeing a move ahead is actually someone who's been playing very well. With the same ratio, India would have 46,000 GMs. Yeah, so I mean, population is a bad example. But I think what I would say, if you ask me, which countries do I think, what was I going to say? I was going to say something, but I forget what I was going to say. In terms of countries that really impressed me in chess, I would say right now, like, I'm very impressed by Iran and Turkey specifically, because like they don't really have the infrastructure and the coaches and everything else the way that a lot of other places do. So I would say right now I'm really impressed by those two countries. They impressed me tremendously. Yeah, Iran and Turkey specifically are the two countries where I just look at, I'm like, wow, really? Because like Turkey specifically, there's literally like no chess history. I mean, the best chess player from Turkey is like historically is who? I mean, it's probably like the current players, right? It's probably like what's his name? Like Mustafa or the younger guy. What's his name with the glasses? Santo? No, what's his name? There's the guy with the glasses. I forget his name, but like those are probably the best players historically. And then okay, we're round 4, and then you just don't have. He's like 3,000 online. I forget his name. He's a Turkish guy. He's like probably 30. He's like 2,600. But him and Mustafa are easily the two best. Okay, let's see. He played c4. I don't. Again, it's the position I don't like. I'm gonna play c5. I don't like this because it's a symmetrical position. I hate these symmetrical positions. Knight g3, interesting. I'm gonna go f6 here. Probably this is not. Oh, okay. Well, that I didn't expect. D5 is interesting, but I don't like it. If I play d5, takes d4, I'm gonna go knight f7 in the spirit of not playing symmetrical. Okay, now I'm gonna go d5 though. Not convinced by this, by what Jose is doing here. Okay, I'm gonna go e5, and I'm gonna play e5 mainly because I don't want symmetry, and I want to create, of course, the classic pyramid of Giza if I can stick a horse on d4. If I stick the horse on d4, as you can see, it's a classic pyramid. E3. Actually, I am behind in development though on the king side, but I could go queen side. I haven't done anything yet. Let's go knight e6, cut off this d4 idea. Doesn't really cut it off per se, but h5 h4 also maybe. H5 also may be interesting. And knight h5 likely a good move. He's trying to go knight g4. This has gotten a little bit messy. Queen d8, knight g4 doesn't look wonderful for me. My knights are everything's a little bit misplaced here for me. But this is 3-1, right? There is increment, so kind of wondering if I shouldn't try to castle queenside here in some way. Queen d7, knight g4 doesn't look good. Queen d8, knight g4. That's kind of ugly. Okay, how do I get myself out of this mess? I'm gonna go here on bishop e7. Like, this actually is very problematic. I think I'm gonna have to try to castle queenside at some point. I go here. I mean, f4, maybe I can just move the knight, but this is actually kind of problematic. Maybe not. This might be really bad for me. The only question is, can he play f4? He doesn't play f4, so this gives me a second time. I go queen d7, f4, takes bishop f6. It's like I need to get castled here, but I can't. Maybe if I go here. Yeah, I'm gonna go here because f4 I can just take. Right, and I think I'm gonna go this way. I'm just gonna go off onto the other realm. He plays d4, logical. I'm in bad shape in this game. If I take bishop f5 is no good. If I go g6, knight f6. If I take and play bishop, this is very problematic. Do you have e4 maybe? Let's go e4. Problem is I'm also way down on time, which also doesn't help matters. Of course he finds that. Now I have this. Jose is playing very well. He's playing a good game here. Oh, I could have wait, but knight g7 or g8. No, it's just I've got nothing. Got to pick up my I'm down 10 years on the clock here. My position's bad, but oddly enough, I don't know if it's like just outright losing. That. Oh, that's just a blunt. Oh, I should have gone to f8. Wait, what's that? Wait a second. Oh, he's got so go here. Oh, I should have played bishop c3. I forgot about bishop c3. Wait, what is this? Wait, what the heck is Jose doing? I should be able to draw this now. I think this is working, but I could be wrong. I missed that, of course. what is I have to make a draw. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever. I was losing. I shouldn't be unhappy with a draw. I was also winning, though. I think if I go bishop c3, to be fair, I just blundered bishop c3. I was also, but like right here, bishop c3 wins, right? No, bishop c3. Oh, wait, what? Oh my gosh, he has knight d4. Oh, he's got knight d4. Tricky. I think my opening was just hot doo-doo. It was probably okay until knight e6, right? Yeah, wow, knight h5 and it goes from nothing to 0.5. Wow. I was still fine. Knight g6. Chat, we knew that bishop c3 didn't win, but we had emote only. Yeah. Bishop c5. Yeah, rook c1 was winning. Rook c1 was winning for white. Okay, so then he goes here. Then I blunder. He goes here, and now. Oh, rook c. I mean, I basically when he spent, how much time did Jose spend here? When during these 20 seconds to play rook a5, I calculated this line with takes and rook e1, and it's winning, but I missed that there's knight e7 in between. But it's still not winning, right? Yeah, it's still very tricky here. Knight of, oh wow, knight f7. Oh, and then I missed knight e. I missed. What? How do I miss knight e3 here? Actually. I was winning. Knight f7, a very weird move, very hard move to play with no time on the clock. I go here. Knight f7, wow. Still, but still, what am I doing? Even here, knight e3. I should have seen this, actually. This one I should have seen. Oh, this one also is not so easy, is it? Queen. Rook f... No, rook f7 is probably winning. Rook a6. Yeah, probably I should win this, but still tricks with the pawns. Maybe. Tricky game. All right, we got the draw. 3.5 out of 4. Move on to... Oh, right. It's a break. First break of the stream, so I'll be back in a second, you guys, and we'll keep going. Keep rolling, and off we go. See you guys in a second. Why are there so few South American GMs? I think that's a cultural thing, actually. I think basically, actually, this might be a hot take of the day. I think that the rise and fall of countries as it relates to chess and the talent they produce is actually related to the economics of the country. And the reason I say that is specifically, if you look at South America, if you go back like 30, 40, 50 years ago, 40% in cash is kind of crazy. There's currently about $7 trillion sitting in money market funds around the world right now. So most people actually would disagree with you, Fabiano Marijuana. But anyway, as I was saying, if you look at South America, you look at the fortunes of the continent as a whole, and you go back 30, 40, 50 years, there were some incredibly good chess players who came from South America. If you look at countries like Argentina, you had players like Miguel Quinteros, you had Miguel Najdorf. Who else did you have? You had those two. You had Henrique Mecking from Brazil. You always had some Cuban GMs. Maybe they weren't like top 20 in the world, but they're probably like top 50, top 100. You had Cuban GMs. You know, you had so many players from South America who were strong, and now you don't have it. So I don't know. Anyway, we're in round 4. Of course, I got an awful pairing against Arjun. King is weird. The bishop is the question. How do I develop this bishop? I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna go G. I don't actually know what the best move is. I'm gonna play G3. I actually don't know. I'm gonna go knight b3 here. And my reasoning is that I think I need to do something on this diagonal. I think I need to go like c4, d3, bishop c3, and the knight here supports everything on the king side, on the queen side, I guess. It's a very superficial idea that I have here, but I think it makes some sense. I just want to go d3, c4, bishop c3, knight, castle, and play on the queen side here. Goes a5. Maybe I played the wrong order actually. So because a4, knight c5, c6. I'm gonna go c3 here. Do something. I'm gonna do something even weirder actually. This is really weird now what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to take the center actually. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I suspect I've misplayed this horribly, but whatever. Yeah, I've misplayed this for sure. No, for sure I've misplayed this. Now it's a matter of can I hang on and not lose the game, because I'm definitely worse. Too many pawn breaks. Okay, f5 I'm happy to see actually, because now I'll develop my bishop, develop the knight. Bishop h6 is an idea somewhere. Right, I saw that, but now what about I'm gonna go here. I could go to f3, but I have multiple jumps here to hit this very juicy square to fork everything. Knight g5 or knight f4 are both playable. I think I'm gonna go. This is interesting. I could also play just e4 or f3 e4. Okay, wait, e4 takes, knight g5, bishop d7. Go knight d3, bishop d7, knight df4. No, I don't like that. Okay, I'm too slow. You're too slow. You got to move. I'm gonna go knight d3. Just develop the knight. I don't like my position at all this game. Really don't like my position in this game. Knight b. Wait, but now I've got knight. Wait a second. Wait, don't I have knight f4 and d5 and knight? Here come D's knights. Wait a second. Oh, but he can also just castle. Maybe he'll sack an exchange, sack a piece here. Okay, which knight do I move? Guess I move this knight. He's probably gonna sack the rook if I had to guess. But actually, can he? He can't, because takes knight d5, bishop e6. I take and I fork, and if knight d5, knight d5, knight d5 takes, I'm just up a piece. So he actually can't dodge it. So he's either gonna have to take on e6 or give this up. He does this one, which is completely fine. But I do think I should be better here. b3, g5, knight h3, h6, c4. I need to get c4, and if I get this in, I win the game almost. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. If he plays g5, I'll go knight d3. If he plays c6, I'll go c4. I'm one move away from castling, so I should be okay here. Still can castle on the next turn. Maybe I could have played knight d5 too. I don't know. Maybe. Guess I'll pre-move this in case he takes. Not that I think he will. Okay, queen c5, very reasonable. Okay, now I assume I should just castle and play rook c1. Maybe I should use more time. Thought about knight e6 or queen b2, because I didn't actually calculate the consequences of knight d5. But takes, queen b2 and rook c1 looks completely fine for me. Let's think about this. All right, so he does take as expected. Kind of had to take actually. If he didn't, he was just losing. So I go rook c1, queen b5. That looks wrong. Takes, queen b2, e5. Okay, I'm also using too much time here. I could also take and play e4. E4, knight f6. Nah, I don't like that. Let's take. Let's go check. I'll probably go knight f6 if I had to guess. If he plays the e5, I can even go ba4 maybe. It does. Now I could take. So I'm going to take. And the reason I'm going to take here is that now b7 is hanging. And bishop c6, I have like a5 and rook c1 here. Let's go a5 with rook c1. Uh-oh. Probably the best move in the position if I had to guess. Logical. Okay, I'm going to activate my bishop here. go here. Could have played bishop f1 first. Okay, how do I punish him? I'm much better here, but I have to... Maybe much better is too strong. Still, I should be better somehow. Oh, that was stupid. Wait, but now I can go here, actually. Now I'll go back. I'll play a delayed move. That was a mistake too. I blundered knight c4. That's a good move too. It was rook c8 though. Yeah, it's a draw. Good defense by Arjun. Like, to be fair, really good defense. Yeah, really good defense. Yeah, where's the draw? I'll just offer him a draw. Yeah, really good defense by Arjun. I think I was better for like a couple of moves, but I mismanaged my time. No, I wasn't. I actually was not much better. Queen c1. Ah, I thought I was much better. Oh, I was not. Okay. Aha. So my intuition was wrong there. I thought I was just much better the whole game. I was better, but it was not a big advantage. I thought I was going to show like +1 at some moment. I thought the opening knight b. I'm better. Nah. No big advantage at the start. No big advantage. I was worse, but then he kind of got slopped. I'm still worse here. Wow. I thought I was just much better. Wow. So I actually played better than I thought I did. It's never much better though. Okay, I should take on a4 here. Okay. Boo-hoo. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, my intuition was wrong there. One of those times where I just completely misevaluated everything. Okay, again, we get another symmetrical position with the stupid bishops on these diagonals. I hate these symmetrical positions where you have nothing to do. Ugh. I mean, I'm gonna go b5. I mean, I hate these symmetrical two bishop positions. I really just hate them because usually you just have to play a mirror at the start and the game can become incredibly boring. I think it really only happens when you have bishops on the two corner squares that you get like a b3 c4 versus b6 c5 mirror situation. But I go b5 because I don't want a mirror. But if you go c4, I'm gonna have to play the mirror. I'm gonna trade and go c5 and we'll get a version of a mirror. Although maybe after c4 I can take and maybe go f6 or f5 to hit the pawn. Maybe, but we'll see. Okay, he goes knight g3. I'm actually very happy to see that because now the game will get interesting. f5 knight h5 looks wrong. If I go g6, e4. Okay, it's Fisher random. Have some fun. Also, I'm not having great events. Let's go g6. I'm not playing terribly or anything, but I'm only on 4 out of 5, so who cares? I need to try and win this game because there are two guys on 5. It's really hard to envision a world where where if I have 3 draws early, I'm gonna have to win every game and it's gonna be enough to play for first. I'm somewhat skeptical. Okay, I expected that. Let's go f5. Now he does what I said that I hate to do actually traditionally. I hate putting a knight in front of central pawns because the knight can be completely dominated. And I think this is one of those cases where the knight does not belong on d3 at all actually, because there's no e4, there's no c4, and now the knight's dominated as well. Get you right, cause baby tonight DJ's got us falling in love again. Okay, so I like the concept here of what he's going for. He's trying to play e4. I'm gonna go c5. I'm gonna go c4 and d5. This is gonna be a very weird position actually. Very likely it's gonna be strange. Okay, c4 of course, and then I go d5. I mean, actually, wait. I've only pushed pawns in this game, right? I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to play a 7th move here. 7th pawn move. This is pretty funny. I've played 7 pawn moves. How often do you see that in any form? But now... Okay, I actually missed queen c5. I mean, let's go here, I guess. Still have rook c. It's kind of weird, actually. Because I pushed all this p at the start to grip the center. Strange. I mean, I'm probably worse if I had to guess, but it's interesting. Yeah, I expected that. Unfortunately, found it. Trying to figure this out though. How do I do this? Rook c8, queen a3. Still play it, why not? Expected that. Okay, let's go. Trying to trade. If I go bishop c7, I mean, that's... I don't really like it. I think it's still fine. I'll trade. I mean, relatively fine. Obviously not objectively fine. But his knight also is dominated on this side. This knight doesn't have squares either. So it's kind of a strange position where I'm probably worse, but he can't break the center. And he has a couple of bad bishops himself here. Yeah, I expected that. Okay, so I go like queen e6. I'm not worried about this pawn because I'm going to castle kingside, of course. The only question is whether this very... I mean, I'm sure I'm worse for sure. For sure worse. Everything I say is worse. I'm sure that I'm in trouble here, but I don't think it's completely clean in terms of like black, in terms of white having a clear-cut plan. He's going to try to put the knight on c3 though. I see his idea. So I'm going to bring my knight to c6. That's what I'm going to do. I see his idea already. Yeah. But now I have knight e4 as well. Interesting. Knight e4, knight c3, and then like, let's go for it. Knight e4, bishop a7. I think I have b4 here as well. Wait, but now, wait, now I've got... it's gonna get really... Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I got knight d6 and castles. I mean, this is gonna get very, very freaky. I have knight d6 here. I've got rook a6 also. Rook b6 is also a move here. Queen a... This is very strange. Okay. Don't have rook b8, which is a move I really wish I had. I think I'll go here. Okay, logical. Oh, so he's just going to try to force a draw, I guess. Okay, I got to go for... I'm going to go insane here. I'm going to try to do something. A draw is not going to be good enough here, so... I mean, I am gambling here, just to be clear. Like, I'm taking a huge risk. I'm trying to win the game. Okay, let's go here. Now I've got rook a7 though. Still. Oh, it's also knight c. 7 queen e6. Let's go here. Here. Trying to trap the queen. Okay, I mean, just too hard to play for Leon Mendonca once he got low on time. I mean, I that game was very much a cheese fest. I tried to cheese him for move number 1. Okay, I go b5, already a bad move. g6, even worse. This actually isn't bad. Wait, c5 is... Oh, I should go bishop b7 to play a5, and I'm actually much... Oh, if I go here, because e4 takes a5, and there are no... Oh, the knight guards e7. Oh, the knight on c8 guards the pawn. Wow. So I go here. I'm still actually not worse here, surprisingly, if I go bishop b7, but I started getting a little bit... Wait, I'm better? I thought I was much worse again. Wait, this is actually funny. So the game against Arjun, I thought I was much better, and I was not better. And this game, I thought I was much worse, and I actually was not much worse. Rook c6 is... Oh, bishop g7. Oh man, I didn't... this tickles the rook and opens the fork. Wow. Okay. Rook b8's a mistake here. Go here. Someone said rook a6 traps the queen. Where? Here, rook a6, there's queen e7. Someone said rook a6 traps the queen, but I don't know which square. You mean rook a6 here? There's queen b5 again. There's queen c8 to trap the queen like this. But I go here. It's still winning because of rook a6. But yeah. It's funny. The only reason I was in that game is because my opponent had 2 bishops that were kind of on nice diagonals, but no threats. Moral of the story, don't trust your instincts. Exactly. So you got the win. We moved to 5 out of 6. Take a look at the standings, see who else is playing. Okay, Arjun won. He's on 5.5. The dude is white pawn is... Yeah, okay, so Andreyka, or this is not Andreyka, and this is Ostapenko should win. Bishop e4, rook c8, and push the p. Magnus isn't playing. No, he's not playing. Magnus is not playing today. He's missing in action, unfortunately. No, freestyle positions are very hard to play. Like, I thought I was worse because I mean, I pushed a bunch of pawns at the start of the game. Like, you just feel like when you push a bunch of pawns, like, I mean, basically when we get to this position, I'm like, okay, I mean, my opponent's gonna have 2 bishops. I push all my pawns up the board. I mean, I should be worse also with this open diagonal, but surprisingly, basically, I guess the moral of the story is because I'm gripping the center so hard with these pawns, there's no way for white to really open up the board to activate the bishops or the rooks here. I mean, actually, computer says the e3 knight. It actually, no, it is kind of good for white when you let it think, but it's not like winning. Like, I thought this was like +1 or better. So anyway, we got the win. 5 out of 6. A bunch of people on 5. We've got Ostapenko on 6. We've got Arjun on 5.5. So I'm still in the hunt.